see, here's our breakdown. I don't know if I'm going to open them all. I honestly might only do one sacred shard for today. So I've been in this spot and I've had some discussions with some peeps on this. So for those that may not know about this game, it may not make sense to you. But for those that do play Raid Shadow Legends, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, there's events that take place. It's every 3 or 4 days, I feel like, where there will be a new event, and depending on the event, it has you do a specific task to then earn specific rewards the more you do of said event. So here's a couple events. Well, one is currently going on. It ends in 5 hours. It's the Artifact Enhancement event. The next one's actually going to be the Champion Training event. So taking a quick look, the Artifact Enhancement event actually will happen to be one of the easier ones ever, to be honest. But basically, you get stars or you get crowns or whatever. You get points every time you, in this case, enhance one of your artifacts or upgrade one of your artifacts. Obviously, it breaks it down. If it's a 1-star, you get the levels 1 through 4. It's 2 to 4 to 6, so yada yada. So obviously upgrading the 4-star and the 5-stars are going to get you more points towards these rewards in the end. And this one, like I said, there was a way to almost cheese it. It felt like if you leveled up artifacts just level 1 through 4, which are guaranteed levels and also very cheap cost, either a 4-star or a 5-star, you get a ton of points. You got 10 to 15 points each. So that pretty much in about 20 minutes I was finished with this event, which was kind of cool. There's tiers. As you can see, the more points you earn, the different rewards you'll gain. So like for the first one being 100 energy, you get XP brew, and it keeps going on till eventually you get the couple of void shards, which actually I'm surprised it was 2 of them. 2 void shards, and then you get the epic skill tome at the end. So again, this one was one of the easier ones. But that's essentially how it works. So the reason why I'm talking about this right now is because one of the events that they do is the summoning event. Now, so what the summoning event would be, whenever you summon champions or use the summoning portal to open these shards, you get a certain amount of points depending on which shard you decided to open. Obviously, there's a mystery shard, which is the very basic. You get these constantly throughout the game. They add up quickly. I think you even only get 1 or 2 points for these. It's actually very minimal. So we really don't get much from this, so you don't really need to worry about these. It starts to add up, though, for the later ones. The Ancient Shard, it's still not a lot. I think as somebody was saying, there's about 20 points in the previous one, which is not a lot. It's something. It's obviously quite a more over Mystery Shard, but it's not necessarily I should be sitting here holding on to them for dear life. Void Shards, it's a bit more, and then Sacred Shards, of course, it's a huge chunk of points. Now, the spot I'm personally stuck in, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this, it feels like it's been a little bit since they've done a summoning event. Now, it's been almost 2 weeks now, so I've been stockpiling for these 2 weeks. However, the next event got announced, and it happens to be a what is it? The champion level, the champion training event. I'm right now in a spot where I don't really have any champions I want to upgrade to level 60, even let alone level 50. Here's my champion list. Make sure you guys can see it just fine. Looks like you can, so we're good. I have a level 60. Relic Keeper is my only level 60 right now. I made a priority to get him 60 as my first, being of what he's able to accomplish. In fact, I plan to make a spotlight video on him soon, so be sure to check that out when I do. For those that may not know, I did a Kale spotlight video. You can check out my YouTube channel. I'll put that in the description here if I put this on my YouTube as well. But the point is, I did a Kale spotlight. I'll be doing one for Relic Keeper next. But again, there's a good reason I made him my first level 60. He annihilates campaigns specifically. He's also good in a couple of the dungeons. He's decent in PvP. He's just all around a great character. What I'm getting at, though, none of these other ones, I'm sitting here like, oh, man, I want to get them 60. Kale, I've been thinking about. I've been sitting on. He's been very good for me. But I just feel like I'm sitting on all these shards. Instead of trying to worry about getting Kale to 60, why don't I open some of these shards, see if maybe I get an epic or, dare I say, a legendary that happens to be a bit better than for the training event that's coming up. We'll actually have something that we're going to try to get to level 60, which is, of course, that's where you get the most points, naturally. So that's why that's so important for the upcoming champion training event. So, been sitting here contemplating. I've asked a couple of people. I've asked a couple of public Discords that are out there, the official Raid Discord, a couple others, and it seems like the consensus is just open them. So here I am. I'm about to open up. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do all my shards. I might just do a couple, and if I happen to get like a really good champion and pretty early on, then I may just stop, because again, the ultimate point here is I want to just at least get something for the event that starts tomorrow. By the way, what's up, Turtle Dota once again? I really do appreciate you stop by the stream. You wish me a good day always, even if you don't stay. That's awesome. So thank you. What's up, Nivaz? Brings Han memories back. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? Okay, so here we go. So we're gonna start first off. Let me get the sparring pit action going on. 29-30. I've just been slowly leveling up that guy. Good luck with the pulls. Thank you so much. We are good to go. Couple gems. Here we go. So, again, we have 12 ancient shards, 5 void shards, 3 sacred shards. We're gonna start with the ancient shards. Do we just summon 10? No, we gotta do one at a time. We're not gonna make this quick. We gotta go through the pain. Now, again, I'll be honest. I don't know the champions. This is my main account. As you saw my champion list, I don't have any legendaries yet, let alone very few epics. So ideally, I get something that's an upgrade here. If I somehow don't get upgrades out of this, something's wrong. I'm sure I'm gonna get something though. And that's an upgrade, maybe multiple. Won't be too greedy. It would be nice to get a legendary, but you never know. Okay, but point is, we'll pull the we'll summon the character, the champion, and we'll do a little research on it quickly to see what we're dealing with, and we'll debate whether or not if it's worth keeping. Feel free to give your input in chat if you'd like, whether or not it is worth keeping, or if it's exciting. We're gonna start with the mystery shards. I'm just kidding. We're not gonna do that. That would be a waste of time. All right, ancient shard. Here we go. Do I even have the money for this? I only have 300,000 silver. That's funny. Okay. I'm nervous, man. I'm freaking nervous. All right, let's do the ancient shard one at a time. Here we go. First one. Doesn't look good off the bat. It's just a rare, unfortunately. Rare dark elf, huh? All right, so what do we got? We are dealing with Leon. It's a level 1. Attacks one enemy, has a 30% chance of placing a 50% weakened debuff for 2 turns. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each critical hit decreases the target's turn meter by 10%. It's interesting. If the attack is critical, it fills the champion's turn meter by 10%. Oh, and it also buffs him with the Ascendant skill. That's okay. And what's a... It's a 3-turn. That's not bad. Attack one enemy will ignore 25% of the target's defense. Sounds potentially okay on like the forest. Actually, this is really good for forest because it's a spirit champion. So the forest dungeon, this feels okay, where defense matters. Increase all ally attack in dungeons by 21%. Okay. This guy seems like, I'm going to guess that he's kind of a forest dungeon expert. That's what stands out to me off the bat, the Wanderer. Let's check out this tier list that I have and see what we're looking at. It's actually a Discord channel that has a bot in it that makes it very easy. You just type it in and it pulls up all the information. It's really cool. Okay, let me get it on stream for you guys real quickly. Show you what we're looking at. Okay, yeah, it actually shows up. So this is the Wanderer. That's overall B. Forest Keep is only B. I'm actually surprised at that. I figured that it would have gotten an A for that. Everything else it's C and B though. So yeah, this is not the greatest champion. This is a pretty average. This is honestly probably food. I might get him to like level 40 just for the sake of some earlier forest dungeon, but that doesn't even feel really that good. So probably gonna stay away from that. Yeah. So pretty much got food off the bat. Okay, let's go number 2 with the ancient shard. Are you serious? That's not a good pull. I guess I can level up my Executioner with this. So for those that don't know, the Executioner, you can actually farm him from one of the levels. He's actually considered to be one of the better campaign beating characters in the early game. In fact, due to several people's advice, when I really had no clue what I was doing in the game, I actually made a point to get some Executioners and level him up. And I do have a level 50 Executioner, so this will go towards leveling a couple of his skills. I still think I need like 1 or 2 more points, actually, so it's not horrible, but you know, I guess it could be worse. So there we go. There's an Executioner. All right, let's do another. I already have a Slayer. Hey, we could put a daily quest. Go us. Yeah, this is another guy you can farm from one of the acts. I forget exactly which one. I want to say it's Act 10 even. Slayer. He's the AoE one, right? Yeah, he's 30% chance placing a decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. Attacks all enemies, yeah. I got one to level 40, I think, for the sake of trying him on Spider Dungeon. He seemed okay for that. Let me just double check his tier list over here. Sure, I know it's pretty bad, but... overall A. Oh, really? Clan Boss, he's considered A. Dragon Lair A. Spider's Den, he's B. Funny enough, that's the one place I would have thought he'd be okay at, but... I guess he does have a poison debuff, which makes him decent for Clan Boss. That's why he has an A on Clan Boss, I suppose. But it's a 5-turn cooldown. That feels really bad. This is a decent debuff, though, to place on the Clan Boss, so I guess that kind of makes sense. This is useless. But the every turn attack debuff. I use Athel, though, and Athel already does that, so I feel like I would just rather use Athel. Now, it's a forest champion, so if it happens to be a magic-focused Clan Boss fight or even a forest-focused Clan Boss fight, he arguably could be better, of course. What's up, Caravindale? How's it going, man? All right, so, again, it's just going to be food for leveling up skills, I suppose, so not the worst thing, but definitely not ideal. All right, so essentially we're 0 for 3. Let's see what our 4th Ancient Shard is. Legendary! I don't know. That's probably not. Okay, what are you? Hellfang. Doggy. Demon Spawn. I've never seen this guy. Okay. He looks big. He's like taking up my whole freaking screen. Attacks one enemy, has a 15% chance of putting the target's skills on cooldown. That is interesting. That's really interesting for PvP. That, to me, is what stands out about this off the bat. And I suppose if this works on, like, Clan Boss, like, I don't know how that... I actually don't know if the interaction works on things like Clan Boss or other dungeon bosses, for that matter. But if it does, I suppose that could be okay. Now, it's only 15%, so you're not really looking at a lot of high chance there. Okay. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 1 turn. It's a 4-turn cooldown. Yeah. What is this? Attacks all enemies at a 50% of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. Only available on Hound Spawn. Is that what? These whole synergy lineups are so weird. So you can't even use this unless a I was going to say this is actually pretty good for PvP as well, but you can't even use it unless you have a Hound Spawn on your team, whatever that is. Yeah, this guy doesn't seem that good. Ally attack in dungeons by 21%. That's a nice buff, but what do the reviews give him? Yeah, pretty average. Let's see what my tier list gives him real quickly. Hellfang. The picture on the bot is completely different than the picture. That's funny. Clan Boss, he's a D. Yeah, that's funny. Arena, he's A. So that's where I thought he'd be decent at. Everything else is pretty bad, though. Yeah, this is a pretty trash pull, unfortunately. All right, keep it going. Come on, got to get something decent. Got to get at least an epic. Come on, help us out, game. That's not an epic. Penitent? Penitent? Why is that so hard to say? It's a defense magic champion. Attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 30% chance of placing a 25% decrease attack debuff. That's actually decent for, again, big dungeons bosses, like the clan boss even. Places a counterattack buff on this champion for 1 turn. It's a 3-turn cooldown. Okay. Removes all debuffs from this champion. Places a block debuffs buff on this champion for 3 turns on a 5-turn cooldown. If you level it up, it makes it a 4-turn cooldown. Wow. So she essentially, especially if you level this up, she is very likely not to get debuffed. That sounds decent. This actually sounds like a potentially decent clan boss. Let's just see what the in-game reviews say. Okay. Clan boss 4.2, so yeah, that was the one. Campaign 4.3, really? Huh. I guess campaign could make sense with the counterattack as well and building her up really tanky. Like a life steal or something. Interesting. Not the worst, but it's again, it's not something that I'm like excited to be like, oh boy, I want to level up Penitent now. Yeah, no one said that ever. Okay, let's level up or get another ancient shard here. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm a War Maiden. I have a level 50 War Maiden already. She is good. She's actually part of my main clan boss team. But let's be honest, she has the best armor in the game. Everything is there in front of you. She's not afraid to show off, nor should she be. She's a good-looking body. No, it's... I never get this. I mean, I understand video games and everything, but man, that... Yeah, we'll keep it PG here. How does this protect anything? I don't know. Maybe that's why she dies all the time. She's the first one to die. She is actually pretty decent, though. I almost said ultimate, but Crumbling Blast is really good. The decreased defense does a lot of damage as well. And this is also pretty fun, too. You stack her up with crit. She actually will attack, and then if she happens to crit, she attacks again, and she gives herself an attack buff on top of that. So it's pretty solid. I'm happy with her. I suppose I can level up skills now with her, but down to 6 shards. Here we go. Maiden. It's an attack champion. Dual wielder. I didn't realize this was going to be attack champion. This is PG-18, you know it. Attacks one enemy, has 25% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. Okay. Attacks one enemy, decreases the target's max HP by 25% of the damage inflicted. Attacks one enemy, places a 30% decreased debuff for 2 turns, decreased defense. For 2 turns, places decreased on all enemies for 2 turns of the attack is critical. Oh, that's interesting. That's kind of an interesting big ability there, the Sao Confusion with Ascended. But this champion does not seem good at all. Yeah, wow. I was going to say, this is probably the worst one I pulled so far, and yikes. People agree. You know what kind of sucks? I'm pretty sure that to rate a champion, you need to get it to level 50. And so those are all people that spend resources getting Maiden to level 50. Yikes. Let's just check out our tier on the Discord bot, just because we can. Overall is a B. Are you kidding me? How the hell does she have a B overall? Arena offense A? You would never use this in Arena. I'm sorry, no, you would not use this in Arena. Like, this is, I don't know, this is, I get this, but, like, her diminish is okay potentially for Arena. Yeah, it's still, holy shnikes. Broadband Elk, welcome back to the CP Kappas. You're awesome, you're freaking awesome. Don't let anyone tell you the goddamn it. Thank you so much, Broadband Elk. Subscribe for 16 months. Discord bot is full of lies. It sure is. Yeah, I don't know how it's a B overall. It's just definitely like at the most a C. Like, come on now. 5 left. Hexweaver. I've opened her up before. What did she do? So attacks when enemy has 50% chance of placing a decrease in accuracy debuff for 2 turns. Heals all allies. Oh, that's right. She's just a straight up AoE heal, which is interesting. If you level up the heal, it's actually 45%. Like, that's pretty good. And if you get a level 5, like, 3 turn cooldown, 45% AoE heal. Is it not 45%? Oh, so it doesn't add on top of the other? Oh, okay, that's much worse. So never mind. That's not nearly as good as I was going for. Thank God somebody's here to quickly shut that down. So these don't add up on top of one another. It's a percent of the percent. 10% of 15%. That's so bad. Really? Are you sure? Holy crap. That sounds really bad then. Somebody loves Hexweaver in chat. All right, well, you got issues. That's fine. No, I'm just kidding. Wings of Doom is actually this is really good buff. Ascended it. She does seem like a solid arena champion. The AoE heal, if it was 45% AoE heal like I thought it was initially, this would actually be a really good arena champion. The AoE heal is not nearly as strong as we thought initially, though. Again, Wings of Doom, this is a powerful buff, for sure. This is, like, useless, though. Like, her main attack, just putting a useless debuff on people, kind of sucks. What are the reviews like? Holy shit. People love her. People love the Hexweaver. What is the bot thing? The bot gives her a B as well. So Hexweaver apparently is the same tier list as the whatever the I don't even remember the name. As Maiden. And Maiden looked god awful. Somebody in my chat saying that she is really strong. You still using her, Caravandale? Yeah, all right. I mean, I can believe it. Again, her main attack seems really weak for what it does, but the other two abilities are, I suppose, like, this is okay, and this is really good. Yeah, if you get this to a 3-turn cooldown, that's insane. Any event cast soon? Unfortunately, Brabant Elk, not yet. There's not a whole lot. Maybe for the minor coming up. Hoping for the Dota minor, but Epicenter is they're doing the major qualifiers right now, and they did that whole casting competition, which I wasn't interested in, so I'm not casting those qualifiers, but hopefully for the minor coming up. Okay, here we go. We got 4 left, man. It feels like we're just blowing through these. All right, 4 more to go. 4 more. Come on, just give me something that I can level. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for, game. Raid Shadow Legends, give me some streamer luck. That's the only reason I'm streaming right now. That's not. Alright, for those that don't know, Elhain is one of the starting characters that you can get. Now, to be honest, this isn't necessarily a horrible thing. I don't have an Elhain. I started with Gallic. Funny enough, when I first started the game, I started with Gallic. I was like, I like orcs. Orcs are cool. I ended up getting Kale and Athel from shards early on, and I leveled both of them up to 50. Kale has been one of my best, was my best up until I got my Relic Keeper, who I leveled to 60, as I talked about earlier. Elhain's the only one that I don't have. Elhain seems decent as well. In Arena, she seems like she owns. So I'm not that disappointed to get Elhain. I could definitely get her to level 50 at least. No, not all the characters are females, no. It just seems like that right now. There's male characters in this game, but we are pulling a lot of females. That is interesting. The reviews, I assume, are all pretty good. Yeah, they're all pretty good. Again, her arena offense is actually really good. And even defense. I feel like when I play against her, she's annoying. So this is probably funny enough, this is probably the best pull I've gotten so far. What have we? We've done 9. I think we've done 9 ancient shards, and this is the best one. So I don't know if that's good or bad. At least it's something that I could see myself leveling to 50. So there's that. All right, we got 3 left. Let's do it. Pretty sure this guy's bad. Or this chick. Raider. Attacks one enemy, attacks 2 times, and the target's HP percentage is higher than this champion's. Interesting. So if they have higher percentage life, then it attacks the 2nd time. Which makes her really bad on Clan Boss. It makes her atrocious on Clan Boss. Because that's very unlikely going to be the case. Attacks all enemies, has 24 stance placing, 50% decreased speed buff, debuff. Decrease speed, not increase. 25% chance of placing a 30% when you ascend it. Okay. Sure. Attacks one enemy. Has a 60% chance of placing a stun debuff for 2 turns. Also has a 60% chance of placing a 30% decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. She sounds like okay in arena, but not that great. Are the males as well hung as the females? I should not have read that out loud. I do not care enough to check. Wow. Man, I'm just way off on my guesstimations here. Really? Why the hell do people like... How is she... Where's her clan boss? How the hell is she 4.7 on clan boss? Her basic attack is atrocious. You can't stun. So you have a 5-turn, maybe decreased defense debuff that you apply. I know people in chat are telling me not to trust these. I know I know not to trust them fully. That's why I look at other tier lists too. But usually they are at least somewhat okay. God, yeah, that tier list seems way off. Let's see what the bot says. Yeah, the tier list, the bot has her at a B. And yeah, clan boss is a C. I'm honestly surprised it's that. I should probably put it at a D, like, because C is equal to viable. D is not usable. I really don't think she's usable on a clan boss. But anyways, yeah, these ratings make a little more sense of what I'm looking at. Really, we're down to 2. We haven't got even an epic yet. Come on, game. Okay, it's an epic. It's better. Talia. What do you do? Attack. Whoa. Holy crap. Attacks one enemy 3 times. That's a really good start. Holy crap, that's a really good start. Amazing for clan boss. Very solid in PvP off the bat. Like, attacking 3 times just on your basic attack, that's actually really good. Attacks all enemies, places a 25% increased attack buff, and 50% increased crit rate buff on this champion for 2 turns. Has a 75% chance of placing a bomb debuff that will detonate after 3 turns when Phoenix is on the same team. Oh, that's one of those. And then the Ascended, it makes it a 30% increased crit rate instead of 15. Okay. Same thing there. Interesting. Oh, people are saying she's really good, yeah? All right, well. Okay, I just got a little happier then. On my 11th Ancient Shard, we finally got something we can level up. Sounds like places a counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weakened debuff on enemies for 2 turns. Places a counterattack buff. Huh. It's an attack champion with a counterattack buff that attacks you 3 times when she counterattacks and can weaken you. This chick is going to carry me in arena. I'm gold 1 right now. Gold 2 is easy mode with this chick. Like, gold 3 is very realistic as well. Holy crap. I want to get her 60 as soon as possible. Increases ally crit rate in dungeons by 50%. Okay, that might be usable. Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, I see what you guys are saying. Let's see what the reviews say. 4.9, yeah, Fire Knight, she's amazing. Their basic attack attacks 3 times. I'm surprised she's only 4.7. As weird as that sounds, I was like expecting 4.9 if not 5. Is any champion like a 5 on something? Spider Den. Wait, is she? Does she have an AoE? Oh, attacks all. Oh, pfft. This huge buff attacks all enemies, by the way. Okay, yeah. There's nothing she's like even remotely bad at. Let's see what the tier list says over here. Overall S, yeah, that means top tier. It's just one rating down from double S, which is God tier, which I assume very few are on. So, yeah, this is good. And here, I'll just show you guys. So that's what we're looking at. Oh, she's awful in campaign. I got to get rid of her. I'm going to trash her. I'm joking. I'm not doing that. So S in arena offense. S in spirit keep. Yeah, no surprise. Especially since she's Magic Fire Knight. Same thing. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was joking about the campaign thing. Obviously, that's not a big deal. I already have a Relic Keeper as well as Kale and even Executioner, so I'm fine. All right, we got one more Ancient Shard. Might as well finish it off. Although we at least got a champion that we're satisfied with. We're gonna get her, so she's gonna be our focus right now for the summoning event, or not the summoning, but the champion leveling event, which starts tomorrow, I believe. So that'll be if we stream tomorrow, then we'll be getting her up. One more shard. Here we go. Legendary. I don't know why I just did that. That was stupid. It's not going to be legendary. Ooh, get out of my face. Gore mask. What are you wearing? How does that not poke your nose? And why are you so close to me? That jaw thing seems so inefficient. Anyways, what do you do? Attacks one enemy 2 times. Oh, okay. That's actually not bad. Attacks one enemy. Damage increased by 20% if this attack is critical. So his crit. So it's basically he gets 20% crit damage. That's what that means. Am I reading that right? I assume that's what that means. Like, he doesn't just get a stacking buff where it's like 20% more damage from then on out, right? That would be kind of weird. Attacks one enemy will ignore shield and block damage buffs. This champion will receive damage equal to 10% of their max HP. Will ignore shield and block damage buffs. That's kind of fun, actually. Wait, wait, what? He takes damage, though. And this will happen even if it kills him. Yikes. Okay. Will ignore. Oh, if you send him, though, he doesn't worry about that. Okay. So that's not that big of a deal. And he gets 25% HP. Wow. This guy seems okay. I'm not going to lie. I do not like his model at all. This thing bugs me. But his skills are actually okay. He is a forest champion. I could see him being decent in, like... Magic Keep he's probably really good in, because he ignores shield with this ability. And he's a forest champion. Magic Keep is right off the bat. He's at least an A in that. PvP seems meh. PvP could be okay, actually, because a lot of people do shield buffs in PvP. So that actually might not be a bad option either. And 10% more HP buff over a kill or something like that, so... He is. Oh, he's actually farmable? Really? I don't think I've ever gotten him before. Interesting. What are his views? Okay. Yeah, Magic Keep is actually lower than I thought it would be. So apparently he's farmable in Act 7, or Chapter 7. Okay. Let's just check this tier list for now. Gore Mask. He's an overall B. Oh, I have gotten him before. Yeah, see. Wow, this picture does not look... I guess it kind of looks like him, but this picture looks a little different. Not gonna lie, the picture looks a little cooler. But that's fine. I think he's just too close to me. Like, he needs to back off, dude. Anyway, he's an orc? What the hell? How the hell are you an orc? Alright, I'm overthinking this. Alright, anyways. He could be fun to keep. Maybe level up eventually, but I'm not over the top excited about it. Alright, so there's Yeah, you gonna do this to me, game? Hey, we see you just pulled a really good Magic champion. Here's stuff that you can use to level her up. Oh, by the way, it's only $24.99. I'll tell you what. If somebody donates me $24.99 in the next 30 seconds, then I'll buy it. If not, I'm passing. Easy game. Easy game. You know what? I do have 51 minutes. So if somebody donates me $24.99 in the next 51 minutes, I'll get this epic Ascension pack just for you guys. All right. Do we want to? Oh man, see, I got something that I can level up. Now the question is, do I want to open any of these, or do I want to be patient with these again? I think for the sake of the stream, I should at least do one of each. Wow, this guy in this chat that I'm in, he says he has 80 of the blue shards. Holy crap. How do you get so many ancient shards? I don't understand how people have so many ancient shards, because I feel like people are they're like, yeah, I'm sitting on 50 ancient shards. I'm like, what? I had 12, and I've been saving those up for a while. Must be missing something. I guess that might be the later stuff farming, to be fair. You probably get more, which, again, I haven't necessarily been able to get to yet because my champions aren't the greatest yet. Sounds like we got one, though, whatever her name is. Tilia or something. They buy them. Sometimes they drop in dungeons. Yeah, obviously, you can buy them, I guess, but... Yeah, I mean, plenty of people are that pay to win, sure. Very low chance, though, yeah. We're doing it. We're going to open up one Void Shard, and we don't even have enough silver to do a Sacred Shard. That's funny. We could probably sell stuff to get there, though. We're gonna do one Void Shard. Let's go. Excuse me. You're awful. You look awful already. I don't like you. Mal Branch. Attacks one enemy. That's it? Okay, if you send her, it decreases... What? Decreases bomb debuff detonation countdowns by 1. What? So, does she apply a bomb? If she applies a bomb, it makes more sense. Attacks one enemy 2 times, places a counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Interesting. It's a 5-turn cooldown, though. Quap without wings, yeah. Attacks one enemy, has a 60% chance of placing a bomb. Okay. So, it's a 6-turn cooldown that then can be, so it's for 3 turns, and then her next turn, it'll be down to 2 turns because then they would have done something in between. I mean, if you attack them, then it makes it a 1-turn, so then the next turn it explodes. Am I doing that math correctly, I think? I don't know. It's weird. Speed in arena by 16%. That's interesting. Oh, so the idea is you place this, you buff yourself up with, or you buff yourself up with this, you place this, and then you attack. So ideally, if they attack, if they happen to do damage to you, then it counterattacks with this, takes a turn off, and then you attack with this, and so the next turn, it's like guaranteed to blow up. You got her the other day? Yeah, she does not seem like a champion that many people have, because the fact there's only 2 reviews says something. Let's see what the 2 reviews say. 5 stars! 2 stars. Yeah, this means nothing. Okay, no, I could see the synergy. I could see it. That is interesting. And the speed buff is also pretty good. I mean, this intrigues me. The fact she has this is, I think, what makes her potentially playable. There wasn't anyone you got. Wait, is she one of the new ones? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, she actually might be one of the new ones. Let's see if she's even in this. Yeah, she's not even in this tier list. I think she's one of the new ones. That makes sense. Okay. Is she not? Really? Oh, this bot doesn't even find her. That's funny. Who the hell are you, Mel Branch? Apparently no one knows you exist. Again, this is interesting, though. The skill set, it sounds kind of fun, and it is a Void champion, so that's also kind of a perk, too. Seems potentially usable. You know what would be really interesting? If you get like another, or even let alone 2 other bomb debuff champions, like that's where she actually becomes insane. Because all of a sudden, she's triggering all of those other bombs that much quicker. She could be new, but they didn't include it. Dude, there's so many champions in this game, it feels like. I think it might be one of the new ones. I really do. Even if it's not on the site. Maybe one that I just forgot. That's funny, though. You had her before the patch, so no. Okay, well, screw you then. I'm just kidding. One more. Daywalker. It's a cool name. It looked pretty bad, though. Attacks one enemy, places an extra hit if the target has more HP than the champion. Okay. That's... okay. That's actually not bad for, like, clan boss. It basically guarantees 2 hits on big dungeon bosses. Places a 25% ally protection buff for allies for 2 turns. The Ascended places a block debuffs buff on this champion for 2 turns. Oh, removes all debuffs from this champion. Wow. Okay. 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 Revives this champion with 30% HP and attacks all enemies after being killed. What? Basically gets a cheat death that also does AoE damage? Huh. Increases ally crit rate in Arena by 21%. On Arena, he seems kind of meh because, especially being an HP champion, the idea... Although I guess with the Soul Link or Unnatural Vigor, ideally, you know, he's going to be taking damage, so he may have less HP, but... This is a really interesting champion. I don't know how to feel. Tell me how I should feel, chat. Seems a bit trash. Well, that's how I feel then. It's trash. No. I think there's potential... Yeah, Clan Boss feels kind of weird too, because like this is decent, but the other, this is decent. This is solid. This is just kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah, the hit on death is, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's just, it feels weird. Like trying to sit here and think of a scenario where this is like really useful. And the buff is kind of unfortunate. Like, if this is like all places, then obviously, yeah, that'd be amazing. But it's just Arena, so it's like you only get to take advantage of this in Arena. So it's almost like this doesn't even exist. Because, I don't know, Arena, he feels kind of weird to me, too. I guess Arena, he feels like he could be good. But then it's like, is he, though? Because I go back to, like, this is never really going to be that useful in Arena, I feel like. I don't know. It's just, this is a weird champion. It's hard to get a read on him. What does this say? Arena offense 4.4. What is recommended? I'm curious on that. Life and Diva. Okay, that's not surprising. Off the bat, I would probably go maybe 2 life and 4 speed. I think speed's actually really important on this guy. Getting this up as soon as possible sounds really important. Anyways, would be trash in Arena. Way better champions to take than that. He's Void, so I think Void champions are already on a slightly next level compared to other non-Void champions. So there is that to take into consideration too. So I'm not as sold as you seem to be extremely against this guy, which I respect. I think there is. It would be curious to try him. Not saying that I'm going to, because I'm probably not going to level this guy, but it is an interesting concept. Yeah, wow, clan boss is D on the tier list that I have. Okay, yeah. He's overall B. He has nothing A. It's just everything's B and C. And then the D there. It's the gimmicky skill that gets you. Yeah, I hear you. Are we just being super... Are we just doing all of our shards? And I'm enjoying this. This is good content. Man, do I keep going or do I wait for this summoning event to finally be here eventually? It's tough. Game's like, you're out of silver. I love that pop-up. Go big or go home. First off, we need to make money. So we need to sell some artifacts, hopefully. Do I have... Oh, yeah, I have tons. I've been farming these. We gotta get some monies. So, all of these shields. I was leveling up some 2-star champions earlier today on the shield level of Act 10 with the purpose of this. If you're already opening now, then it's been a waste anyways without the event, so go for it. Yeah, that's fair. Only 2. Did I get a second epic? I thought I only got 1. Was there 2 epics? I got her. She's really good, Talia. I only got 1 epic. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, she's really good. Like, again, don't get... I am pumped that I got her. Like, she seems insanely powerful. Yeah, she actually does look badass. She doesn't look like some of these other ladies in this game that are like wearing nothing, like the War Maiden chick. She actually looks badass in her armor. All right, we'll do 1 sacred shard at least. War Maiden looks badass too. I mean, if that's your thing, yeah. Alright, so I'm at least getting an epic here. Come on, we don't have a legendary yet, game. We've been playing you for 5 weeks. Almost 6 weeks. It's a month and a half. It's about time we get a legendary. Swear to God, it's going to give me Shaman. All right, here we go. I don't want to look. Yeah, baby! El Diablo, I like it. Okay. So obviously it's a legendary. That's a good start. He's an HP legendary. Okay. Mortu Macabre. Now go. I probably should, shouldn't I? Okay, what do you do? Attacks one enemy has a 60% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns, because why not? Yikes. You can get it up to a 75-85% chance when you level it up, if you happen. Yeah, good luck with that, though. 15% damage buff at level 6 or 5. So that's his main attack. So that's just a straight up main attack. I love that already. So he's a spirit element as well. Interesting. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Places a block buffs debuff for 2 turns on target under heal reduction debuffs. Okay. Oh my god, that's amazing. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns against targets not under the heal. So, anything you use your main attack against, this is guaranteed to block their buffs for 2 turns. And then, oh, by the way, there's a really good chance they'll have a block buffs anyways because it's 50% for 2 attacks. 2-time AoE attack? Legendaries are amazing. Go to bed. Love you. Alright, one sec. Alright, let's keep going. Oh yeah, by the way, his damage is based on HP for this one as well. That's interesting, as well as attack. Has a 10% chance to unlock a secret skill. Peril for 1 turn. Huh? And then the Ascended has a 10% chance to unlock Secret Skill Peril. Also has a 20% chance to fill the champion's turn meter by 25% when attacked. Oh my god. Legendaries are stupid good. Holy crap. No wonder why I can never beat people with legendaries. And this is the Peril ability. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times. Will ignore shield and block damage buffs as well as defense. Enemies killed by the skill cannot be revived. The damage is based on HP. That's interesting. He's an HP focus. Yeah, his HP is, it looks really insane, actually. I don't know what it would get up to, but increases ally speed in all battles by 24%? What? All battles? What the f... Like, obviously, again, this is my first legendary. I understand that legendaries are supposed to be really powerful, but this skill set sounds like one of the strongest in the game. This sounds stupid good. More to Macabre. He's overall S tier. Not surprised. What is he? He's double S in Fire Knight as well as Spirit Keep. Why would he be in Spirit Keep? I guess because Spirit Keep heals, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, Spirit Keep's a heal one, so 100%. Yeah, he's amazing in Spirit Keep. And then Fire Knight he also heals, so I guess that's where it's good too. And he does do a 2-time attack as well to help with that. On the clan boss, he's a C. That kind of sucks, actually. Yeah, clan boss, I suppose he really isn't bringing, like, anything too useful. What does Peril do? We'll ignore shield and block damage, yeah. Ice Golem Peak, he's an S because of the revive, I'm guessing. Yeah. Attacks it with this, they can't revive. I like Magic Keep, he's an S. Even though he's a spirit-focused champion, he's he's an S tier in Magic Keep because of this, because of Peril. He ignores the shield completely. Clan boss is mad on his rock, yeah. A bounty. Welcome back to the CB Cap. You're awesome. You're freaking awesome. Don't let anyone steal the goddamn it. Thank you so much. 5 months in a 5-month streak. Past the halfway mark to a Twitch, baby. Nice. Wait, what? I see what you did there. Whew. Man, I know there's people tuning in right now, like A Bounty perhaps. That's like, you have no clue what you're looking at right now, but... so this is Raid Shadow Legends. It's a mobile game that I've been grinding for the last 5 or 6 weeks. So one thing I want to note here, guys, I officially just got partnered with Raid, I guess with Plarium, the company that creates this game. I'm a partnered content creator now. So one of the reasons I am doing this stream is because, you know, I'm working with them to create content, so such as streams as well as videos. In fact, for those that may not know, I released my first video earlier today on my YouTube channel, and I can link that. I should actually have a link to it in my Nightbot. But anyways, there you go. That's the video. Feel free to check it out. I love all the t-shirt. Could you show it on the camera? Oh, Han. Yeah, sorry. I don't know if... Boom. This is a 5-year anniversary, so this would have been 2011 officially launched, so 2016, I guess, so like 3 years ago. There you go. I like this shirt. It's a good shirt. Whew. I still like, wow. Okay, so I know what I'm leveling tomorrow. Yeah. This guy's going to carry me so much. Holy crap. I finally got something that's going to be able to carry me. Like, in more than just the campaign. Like, Relic Keeper is great for the campaign, but that's really all he's, like, amazing at. Everything else is kind of, okay, sure. All right, anyways. Man, are we doing another Sacred Shard? Is there any point? I don't know. Like, I want to, but I've already got my champions. I've already got a couple champions now that I'm definitely leveling up and would not mind getting 60. Of course, this guy's going to be my priority. Ugh, this is tough. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, let's call it there. Let's call it there. It's... I think the fact that... Okay, this game is... props to the design team of this game, especially whoever is on the side of how they make money, because, man, they have triggers ready for everything. Like, I literally got that rare, the epic hero earlier. That's really good. And that the pack popped up. It's like, hey, we see you got a good character. Here's things to help buff her up. And now I just got the legendary character. Oh, by the way, $50. You can buff him up really big. Screw you, game. You just got the Daywalker as well. That's karma right there. That's funny, actually. Honestly, this is actually a really good deal. It's a really good deal if, you know, it's one of those, like, you plan to play this game a long time and invest into it, then that's where it's a good deal. It's not good enough for me to do, though. I'm not about to spend $50 on this, but I will say, for what you get, if you're fine with spending money on a game like this, which I have, I want to be very clear, actually. I've actually spent about $50 to $60 so far myself in the month and a half I've been playing it. A couple of packs over time. But for what you get out of this, actually is a pretty good deal. Huh. Anyways. All right, we're doing one more Void Shard. We'll do one more Void Shard just because. Why not? It's just one more Void Shard, whatever. Let's see what we get. All right, here we go.